It's about telling the truth.
Right.
Meaning, I mean, it sounds very philosophical, right? Telling the truth meaning that
你黑做開就好奇，光暗嗰個，你一左線。波士位咁啊！得唔得？係得嘅。得 ，OK，搞掂。好啦，超撚快，係啦，行幾步，就接幾步行你哋成個 pose 咁。入咗。 對，好，打中，打，OK。拉條 cap， 有少少慢。我咁樣打落去就嘅，又快啲推埋嚟，呢度有條痕，推埋一條痕。呢個唔錯嘅，我傷咗邊度啊？得唔得啊？呢個好似係嘛？即係知道係中咗毒，不過使唔使強調呢下咧？係嘛？佢呢個覺唔覺啊 ？Baby 大人望就覺係嘛？都覺，我頭多咯。1、2、3。1、2、3，加！係啊！點樣我有嘢黃手指啊？係三個冇事嚟，佢入到。冇問題啊！我頭啊！你入到嘅。哦。試下睇佢。唔係我望到佢㗎。因為我唔知有幾耐嘅。咩？1、2、3。係個尾嚟爭。幾好㗎啦！呢啲幾好，呢啲幾自然。係咪呢幾自然啊？呢個幾自然。呢兩冇招啊！呢個自然。得啦，得啦。啱啲做啦，應呢個係嘛？我唔啱，我唔講。我唔中。再放鬆啲咯，其實差唔多，偷偷啲唔係比武啊嘛，大家又攞緊命。差唔多。2、3，嚟，呢個得啦啩？1、2、3，出！
放。
哦，那很自然的。
我应该再放短一点，放太长了。
1、2、3，走。
拿我那个。
你。
来，再来，看那个，来。好嘞。好嘞。
OK，來人啊！好嚟，預備，OK，備，1、2、3，看着，
得唔得啊？前面應該冇問題。係啊。
1、2、3，
真係斷啦。
看，我們先嚟，備，1、2、3。
等我一下。OK， 好了。
可以啦，好，我嚟啦。預備，
半截咪嚟嘅喎，係咪嚟嗰邊？嚇？半截咪嚟嘅喎。對。喂，係。 話你呢個追多啲唔同嘅嘢。呢度停，我做，係啊，呢度係。我還沒補呢。感覺屁。係啦。再嚟一個，順啲啦，唔好走位先。哇！呢個唔係呢個。哦，對，你要推。
1、2、3。係最尾我做得唔係佢有啲慢，不過都差唔多都好。頭先清楚啲，呢個有啲亂。呢度 OK 喎，你就行呢個。係活得唔 清楚嘛，要做得清楚，唔好所以有啲太過擾攘。麻麻地，但係都啱啱呢個好，呢個啱啱好。
拉屎你係拉屎
使唔使？佢有收咁啊？
所以呢邊啱啱俾咧，啱啱出嘅呢個插水嘛，呢個好夠啦。
你真係 perfect 咧，擺喺入數。我點開始噴到出嚟？唔知。麻煩我開始。得唔得？Action！ 好似停咗少少嚇，你喺邊處置？得唔得？呢個好多咯，應該有啲意思啊！
哇靠！
好嚟，好，好嚟吧，預備 ，roll 機，飛，1、2、3，看。
淨係個尾位
，1、2、3，
得唔得？
看。係咧，我覺得咧落。
我哋準備
Bro. Bang! Action! OK，
Ready?
1、2、3。1、2、3。Go! Good! 好包啊你！
嗱，呢個啦，自從慢咗。我咪女人。
好，搞掂，得㗎啦，好，講到啦，
爭你仲有一個。
或者，我哋兩個演員冇啦。而家淨係聽住啊，辛苦辛苦辛苦辛苦辛苦。我哋拍喺沙湖先呢個翻啊呢個直道，從呢邊打埋過嚟，歪山啲埋膠。
辛苦晒，辛苦晒，辛苦晒各位。
哦，唔係萬歲咩？
今日記咗。
有幾個 shot 嚟喺手啊？得我氣，再 cut 呢度。放好機。
翻晒，收工。
Looking at this behind-the-scenes footage from the making of SPL, aka Killzone. Donnie, this must take you back.
Yeah, a little bit. This is a scene. It's actually the second biggest fight scenes of the film, and I remembering this particular alley scene. It took a lot of thinking to create the scenes, you know, because in the original script there wasn't any hand-to-hand combat. It was after the first cut that I realized that we needed a couple of these really solid back to the basic hand-to-hand combat fight scenes. So I kind of asked the producer to put in additional funds for these two scenes. And as you can see, even with additional funds, we didn't really have that much of money for it. So what I did was I used the most inexpensive location, which is an alleyway. As you can see, there's no props. But anyway, it served the purpose because what I want to do is get back to the basics and hang out without overly using what we do today in most action movies, which is a lot of explosions and
Wires,
crashing props,
effects.
It's just pure martial art fighting.
How many days were you in the alley?
It's 5 days. I mean, I know days-wise compared to Hollywood productions, you know, I've worked in both Hollywood production and many Asian productions, and the difference between what we do martial art scenes, we spend a lot of days because we do not believe in just shooting coverage for these articulated physical martial art movements. It has to be in the most perfect angles and camera movements for individual movement. Therefore, it takes more time to set up the shots. In other words, we can't just set up example, see these two hands move? What I was doing with one of the villain in the film. You know, these are very particular and exact martial art movements, which need to be filmed accurately and precisely. You know, maybe a close-up over here, maybe a shot over here to capture the essence and the power and the dynamic of these movements.
So what we're seeing is that the process really, you have the concept and you show the stuntman and they show it back to you and you're figuring out the angles?
In traditionally, as a martial art director in Hong Kong, basically, they are the director.
Right.
They take over the set. As you can see, you know, we come up with all the choreographies to where the cameras are placed, all the way to the editing room until the cuts, the final cuts.
Right.
In my case, because I've been established in Hong Kong for so many years, and you know, when I do my film, whether I'm the action director or just purely the actor in the film and working with another action director, for example, I usually would probably take over the set. And I believe that's the best way to bring out the essence, because I don't think anyone know these martial art movements better than the martial arts themselves, you know. So what I do is I come up with the concepts. Of course, I discuss with the director. If I direct the whole film in that particular film, then I try to collaborate these action concepts along with the drama. But in this case, working with Wilson, I will work with him and then brainstorm with him what kind of overall concept and style we want to capture with the lenses, you know, the camera perspective.
Right.
And then I go into the choreography. I don't just go into the choreography because I believe in the theme, the feel of the scene first, then the exact movements, right? Then once I decided the mood, the theme, then I come into these so-called movements. And all movements are determined by the rhythm I feel which is required during the moment. And when I mean during the moment, some of it rely on actually during the moment, and other half is understanding the characters and basically understand the drama, the whole background of the film.
And what amazes me is I'm watching you kind of like watching the guys go through those movements, and you're not making any notes or talking to an assistant, but you in your mind, I can see your mind working. What are you thinking? You're thinking, what's the angle, what's the camera speed, where do I edit?
Everything, every little thing. I mean, for another non-martial action film person, it's very understand how I film anyway, you know, with those story. Or even professional film people, they wouldn't understand how can I come up with these articulated movements without storyboarding, just to do content. Let's put it this way, we're like painter, you know, and of course it takes years of martial art training and years of film experience to understand the technical side, you know, from the actor point of view, from the martial art point of view, you know, from the director point of view. So the combination of all these experience, you know, I was able to kind of have everything on my head. You know, then of course I make adjustment here and there, you know, as I direct through the film, but I usually pretty much see the whole picture, the final cuts, how the scene's gonna look like.
Right.
And I just kind of play with it like a very good musician. You understand the feel, the theme, you write the structure of the music score, and you just kind of play and jam with it, and you know, you make adjustment along the way, you know, and you feel certain needs to be required. For example, like I'm fighting him. Actually, see this whole combination over there. Of course, it was pre-choreographed in my head, the whole concepts. But at the same time, they are in different combination in each take, meaning that I would have a flow and direction. But sometimes when I go, I add a couple moves or cut out a couple moves. You know, I go with it. I mean, you know, it's like musicians. You jam. You know, all these movements. They're really not choreographed. I choreograph the concepts of it. Say, okay, I'm gonna attack this guy, say about 4 seconds, and then I'm gonna back up for 4 seconds. That was the direction I was given my counter fighter, and I just kind of play with it.
Right.
See, these moves I added a couple moves here and there. You know, it's kind of how I feel. You know, it's like I said, you know, it's like a great jazz musicians. You know, they go along with how you feel. You know, so you can't see my choreography. You know, you can see the concept.
Right.
You can see the whole direction of it. You know, I'm attacking him, I'm blocking, but you know, as I'm going with into the character, some of these movements flow naturally.
The great thing about this is people can actually see this. People always ask me, you know, how fast do the guys move? Because sometimes the film speed has changed. And here we're looking obviously on video, so this is what you're seeing is what you're getting, and it's really, you guys move so quick.
Actually, I slowed it down for him, you know,
Right.
because I was going so fast, and he just didn't know how to react to it. Right? I'm kind of known for my speed in this action film, but I am the first one to admit that we do crank up the camera to speed up to get that effect. So that is the effect we get. But at the same time, we try to capture different effects accordingly. So sometimes I crank it up, sometimes I slow it down purposely.
Overall, what was this sequence shot at? What kind of speed?
Oh, normal speed,
Right.
you know, normal speed.
So shoot 24 for the...
Yeah, I mean, I was going so fast that the camera couldn't even catch it. So I need to slow it down so the audience can see it clearly.
Another interesting thing, I was showing some of this to a British director the other day, and he said he'd come over and spoke to an action director or DP who did action movies. He said the first rule, you never shoot action using the tracks. You never use, you know, dolly shots with action. I'm looking at this. The whole thing is with tracks.
Whoever told you that? That person would never say that to me.
Right.
I don't believe in there's a set rules of camera movements. You know,
Right.
you can do anything with what you want with cameras, especially technology today. You know, you can get a DVD camera, you can get some sort of phone camera. You can start shooting. You know, you can shoot it from every angle because the camera through the lens of the camera is what the eye sees. You know, so you can look at these movements, these martial art movements, or whatever. You know, you can look at the subjects, the objects from various of angles and perspective. There's no fixed rules, right? But of course, as an experienced action actor, I would have great choices for the angles and how I like to bring these movements to the maximum visual effects, right? So I would present a couple of have an angle here, angle there, but there's no fixed rule. I mean, look at the camera. The camera's actually shooting at eye level.
Right.
You know, I might track back a little bit. You know, it's depend. You know, I mean, I flow with it. You know, sometimes I would choreograph a movement, and then I would set up the camera and say, okay, I'm gonna move from this A to B and then to C, and then I'll pause here. And the camera, this is what I want with the camera: capture, follow us to there, and then stop there, or whatever, right? Or sometimes I would have a particular camera movement, and then I would improvise certain movements to work with that angles, with that camera movements, to get the visual I want. So it's all about bringing the whole piece of music together, you know, and joining them together, you know, getting these shots, getting that shots, and you have all these visual already built up in your head, you know, all edited. Then you just kind of play with it and put them all together.
So on this thing, you got two cameras.
The other camera, usually I have two cameras for safety, but usually I don't believe that you can capture two best angles. You can only have one preferred best angle. Okay, so the other camera usually for backup, or just in case when I'm cutting my film, I say I might have an alternative of other choices, right? But
I saw when you were first walking into the alley, there's a crane. You had just had the crane for that to establish the location.
yeah, just one shot, you know, because I felt I needed a crane to show the geography of the setting and also the mood. Of course, when I was setting up the shots, I was thinking music as well. Right. You know, I I'm actually choreographing the scenes or acting through the whole film, I'm always thinking of music, what kind of music that would fit in these shots. So in the beginning scene, I felt that a certain moody music should come in, you know, or some sort of faster paced music or whatever, right? Then I set up the crane shot. That's kind of like a build-up shot, you know?
Right.
Like a atmosphere shot, I call it, right? And then you go into the alley. Then of course, then I count the camera on a still position to really let the audience feel the two fighters preparing for life and death situation.
Got it. Now, when you're shooting this kind of action sequence, you're not recording any sound. Do you have a guide track now for sound?
Yes or no? We're going so fast, we don't need
Sound. So it's all-
it has to be dubbed.
Yeah. How involved do you get with because the sound is pretty really important. In
I
terms-
get involved in as much as everything to anything
Right.
throughout the film.
Right. For the sound design.
That's I'm known to have that practice. Because at the end of the day, it's the whole package. It's not just a bunch of movements.
Right.
See, what you see is a bunch of movement over there. These are the bunch of movements that were created with thought out music, rhythm, camera angles, camera editing point, how this whole action scenes fit into that moment of the whole through the film. You know, before the scene, it's the drama, and you know what's happening after this. You know, so it's one big puzzle. Say, if one action scenes, there are a few thousand shots, say 3,000 shots, right? And this scene takes, what, I don't know, 200 shots or something, right? Then this is the 1/15th of the entire film. So when I put this 1/15th puzzle into the entire film, so I have to think of the balances. I have to think of how this film will interact with other,
Right.
14th other parts.
How hard do you find it to kind of shift between acting, when you're obviously in front of the camera, and then you get back behind the camera, you're directing? Is it hard to do to shift?
Oh, I can do this for many, many years.
Yeah.
When I'm acting, I'm very aware of where my camera is at. So when I'm directing, I would see the person in front of the camera as being me. So if I'm fighting, say in this particular scene, I'm fighting the villain. I'm fighting him, I'm actually fighting myself. Because when I choreograph him, or I expect how he moves, I expect him to move how I would be him in the shot. So you see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking of several things at the same. I'm thinking of two things at the same time. You know.
Right. What made you choose that particular weapon? I think it's called a kaibo, the Japanese police truncheon.
I wanted to play with. First of all, I wanted to use props that fit into the character,
Right.
the real situation. I'm a police. I wanted to use a police baton, right? And I want to use small weapons. You know, I mean, and I wanted to break some grounds as far as using small weapons. But a lot of times, when you start shooting small weapons, it's very easy to start shooting a bunch of close-up, because most people tend to think, oh, small weapons, tiny objects, you know, you go into a close-ups. But that's not the level I wanted to reach.
Right.
That's easy, you know, cutting it up and shooting a bunch of close-up. But I wanted to see how a person would handle a small object as an entire body, how the entire body moves, right? So, of course, I cut into a close-up as well, but only at certain very important moments I cut into a close-up. But usually, I just want to let the audience see how the other person swing the knife and how I handle the small police baton, right? The most difficult part of swinging these two weapons to fit into what I just said and trying to show the whole body movement. When I mean showing the whole body movement, meaning that many of the times I need to show a wider shot.
Right.
And a wider shot with a smaller weapon, you can easily look very small. Movements can be very small, right? And you can look tiny, you can look static. So in this case, we have to exaggerate our body movement when it comes to wider shots.
So that's what the other hand is doing. And you're shifting stance while you're fighting.
Stiffen stance and exaggerating movement, which takes more energies and and of course you got to close up the physical movements when they're cut into closer shots.
So when you're shooting at this kind of range, what kind of lenses do you tend to be using?
It depends, like say this couple of combination over here, right? As I recall, I don't remember the particular movements because it's been a few years, but it looks like it's not too big of a movement, so I'd probably go into probably a knee level, just to see most of the upper body because it emphasizes on these blocks and swivels and but if I have a lot more footworks and we're not as close range and we have distance to play with, then of course I go open with wider shots.
Right. And do you have any particular preference in terms of film stock or the DP you choose?
Usually I leave it up to them.
Right.
They can't control everything.
Yeah. The Hong Kong DPs actually are kind of the unsung heroes because they're the guys that have to operate and deliver what the director action director wants to see.
I mean, it's all from experience,
Right.
These people work tons of movies per year, so they have a lot of experience, especially shooting action movie in very little times, They have to, load up the camera stocks as quickly as possible, getting the focus, pushing the dolly. Everything has to be fast because I'm moving on, after this shot, next shot, after this, the next shot, and, on to the next scene.
So when you're shooting on a night shoot like this, how many hours would it be usually?
All night.
So really just sundown to sun up.
Until whatever time you have.
And then when are you cutting as you go along? Do you go in and cut during the day?
No, I usually shoot it a couple of days of rushes. I see it once it's processed, and when I go to the processing room or the editing room to look at the rushes. But I usually know what they. I have a predicament how they would turn out anyway. Exactly. Unless I'm really unsure, I need to see these rushes. But usually I will know ahead of time how it's going to turn out. So I wait until weeks, not just a bunch of rushes, a bunch of dailies joined together.
Now I know, looking at some of the behind the scenes here, there's some segments of the fight that got cut out. I guess it was the long version was running too long for the finished film. Remember any of that? There seemed to be some sections that didn't make it to the final cut.
No, actually,
Is it pretty much all in? Okay.
No, because I have to cut out some of his. I'm trying to change the way he fights. It's because he comes from a very, we'll call it wushu, like a form of Chinese martial arts, which is more of a performance. Emphasize on more performance than the actual combat, which is something that I do not want in this movie.
Right.
So when I cast him, I pretty much told him that, look, you have to take away some how you fight, and we're gonna change all that. And then I'm correcting him as we film. And as you can see, sometimes my lips move. I'm actually talking to him as we're fighting and say, okay, a little bit more power here, move to the left, I'm coming at you with this. I'm giving him the signal, saying I'm going like I'm breathing and making sound as I fight. These sounds are signals for him, the rhythm. Like, okay, I'm gonna hit you from this, block here, this, so we get a signal. So he kind of so it's kind of follow my rhythm, right? And then of course afterward I'll show the playback and say, okay, this is not what this is. I don't want this because you're too showman over here.
Right.
You look too posy or too soft here. It doesn't have that intensity that I want. So that's why some of these shots are cut out at the final cuts because they didn't deliver what I wanted.
Because you and I were both around way before they had video assist. I think on Iron Monkey there was no video assist.
Yeah.
In those days, you just basically had the judgment of the DP then.
Judgment of DPs and judgment of yourself, understanding the lenses. Whatever lenses you gotta have and a very good understanding of what kind of lenses and how wide they are, you know, how close
Right.
they are. So you predict, you know. It's all pure from a lot of experience. You know?
You were saying
Like,
before.
see, I was fighting him and I'm backing it up. I'm talking to him. It's like, okay, come at me here. You know, come
Right.
closer, charge over here, blah, you know, and go faster. You know, like block here and do this. You know.
Your brain moves fast. You must think the rest of us are in slow motion by comparison. Is there anybody you've ever worked with in a movie who was quicker than you?
Actually, no. Actually, no. I mean, I worked with Jet.
Yeah.
I worked with Jackie twice, Jet Li twice, and we fought in several occasions.
Right.
Jackie in hand-to-hand combat in Shanghai Night, and then another film, Twins Effect 2, you know,
Right.
with weapons, and with Jet Li, both weapons. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I never had a chance to have an on-screen fight with Jet Li, you know, hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
Because that's my specialty anyway,
Yeah.
the weapons, and usually I have to slow down for. I certainly slowed down a lot for Jackie
Right.
in Shanghai Night as well as Twins Effect 2.
Yeah. How many are on your stunt team for this movie? I noticed you got like, I think there's 3 stunt guys here in the alley with you.
Well, I usually keep a team of people, you know, because that's another example that why do we need a team of people from all these Hong Kong action? Because say 2 people fighting, right? Sometimes I need 2 assistants to walk through these movements so I
Right.
can see it and make a final decision, right?
Yeah.
And 3 people for 3
Right.
people in this, you know, so it goes on, right? And
Neither
one
on standby,
person
yeah.
has to look at the monitor, the other one. This is a scene where there's no wire work.
Right.
You know, just imagine wire work. One person needs a few person to wake him up. So with 2 person flying with the wire,
Yeah.
you need a team of a dozen people. So I had a very hard time working in a couple of Hollywood production because producers just doesn't understand how complicated and how sophisticated these can be. You know, and you need a lot of manpower and hours of shooting. And I remember working at Blade 2. It was ridiculous. I mean, I spent practically just a few hours to come up with movements and just had 2 or 3 people, you know, basically with nothing.
This is actually going back to the glory days of Hong Kong action films because you've got this whole fight sequence happening, no wires, no special effects, and no doubles. It's 2 guys who can really do it, which used to be the way back in the 70s and 80s, but we've moved beyond that. I also noticed the blood's a lot more realistic than it used to be.
Yeah, well, you know, of course, technology advances, you know, and filmmaking is in technology as well, you know, as well as art. But at the same time, filmmaking is about storytelling. Storytelling, to me anyway, you know, is about telling the truth.
Right.
Meaning, I mean, it sounds very philosophical, right? Telling the truth meaning that you have to bring your truest emotion to the character. And that goes with the martial art, that goes with the action, right? The setting, the story background, the theme can be dramatized, it can be surreal, but the character's emotion needs to stay real.
You got some truth to what's going on. I noticed just there's a technical thing, there's a guy squirting. Is that blood?
That's just plus some of the tricky move. I mean, of course, we can't afford, you know, all the devices, you know, Hollywood, you know, so we use the most basics, like basic, you know,
This is actually-
squishing blood out of the little bubble, plastic ball, plastic bag, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as I get the shot done, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bottom line, you know.
Right.
It's the,
So unless you're having like a little, the end of that sequence here, we have like a celebration. Was this the last, towards the end of shooting? This sequence? How far did it come into the sequence? Because you guys are popping some champagne. And
yeah, I think that's
this was towards the
the
end.
last day of it.
So you mentioned before that originally they were not meant to have these martial art fights.
Yeah.
It was much more guns.
No, I mean, just we ran out of budget, you
Yeah.
know, even though it was shot under a relatively small budget anyway.
Right.
But at the end, we didn't have enough to do fights and stuff. I went to producer and said, just give me the most basics, and I just want some balance, you know.
Right.
And
Well, certainly delivered. You know, everybody probably knows he's bought the disc because it'll say on the front, won the best action at the Hong Kong Film Awards, which was well deserved. It was a strong year. You know, you had movies from Choi Ho and Jack Withers. The producer,
different.
guy that pay your this is obviously, this always happens at the end of a shoot in Hong Kong,
it's
pop the
just-
champagne
Yeah,
or
pop the
whatever.
champagne.
Yeah,
just to-
that young-looking fellow between to Donnie's right is Wilson, the director. It's almost like a school kid. You guys have a great partnership, don't you?
Yeah.
And Dragon Tide, as we're speaking here, Dragon Tide Gate's about to come out, which is going to be awesome. Same team. So out of 10, what do you give this?
Perfection is nice.